After watching countless of setup videos and wondering, how are they affording all this stuff? Hi, my name is Audie and I'm a video editor and motion graphic animator. Today, I'm going to show you my $0 office setup. So let's start with the thing that powers it all. The extension. A wise man once said,
"No cables. I hate cables. Cables are the enemy. The devil."
So let's fix that now.
Nice.
So here's my table. This thing has been with me for a while now and it's pretty sturdy, a little wobbly, but overall it looks good, holds everything up, and was super cheap. I actually wanted a bigger one since I usually have a lot of stuff on top of my table. And that's why I stole this table from my brother's setup and placed all my junk there. Though it's not only for junk, it's also where I dump my unused laptop and where my girlfriend works when she stays over. I also use it to write, draw, or read whenever I feel like it. And for now, it's a puzzle building station. As for my gaming chair, I managed to break all my previous ones, so I was left broke. And of course, I had to steal this one from her dining table. It's fantastic. I can sit properly and it doesn't break. Definitely good for the back. I've had a lot of setup changes, but this one has stuck around the longest and is probably in its last breath. It's a mid-spec build, but it still does the job. It has served me well for almost 5 years, and it's good for gaming and editing. Though it has started to slow down, especially when I'm working on video projects. Despite this, it's good and it works. Here's a rundown of the specs. Just like my gaming chair, my monitor setup has seen quite the evolution from a 24-inch to an ultrawide to a TV and now a dual screen setup. I'm using the HP Z27N. Honestly, the ultrawide I had before had a better refresh rate and color range. So why am I gaming on this 60Hz monitor? Well, aside from it being the perfect setup for procrastination or multitasking, the real reason is...
Oh no!
And since I'm broke, I went on Facebook Market and found me a good deal for 27-inch monitors with decent color quality, which my younger brother generously paid for. And honestly, it's a great experience so far. I feel like my multitasking brain can procrastinate and work at the same time. And the thing that holds my two monitors up is this monitor stand from North Bayou. Height adjustment, however, is a pain in the ass. But if you're like me and don't really move the monitors that much, then this one is good and secure. For the peripherals, let's start with the keyboard. I did a short video about this keyboard if you want to check that out. But this is the Ala F75, which I got as a present from my girlfriend. And all I can say is that it sounds amazing right out of the box. Has bright RGB and it looks nice and compact. This keyboard has an adjustable height stand, a knob for volume and for changing the RGB modes, or as they call it, game mode. Has tons of padding for steadiness and better sound. The switches are soft and light to type on. It's easy to recommend this keyboard, especially if you don't know shit about customizing and just want a good looking keyboard that sounds like heaven. It's surprising you can get this type of quality for 3,000 plus pesos. I usually see 4 to 5k or even more just for the casket. I even bought one for my older brother and he loved it. For the mouse, which I also received as a gift from my girlfriend, I'm currently using the glorious Model O-. It's incredibly lightweight, the battery life could last a whole day of use, and the design doesn't feel odd at all. The RGB on this one looks nice, but it looks a bit faded. The first mouse I had was the Razer Viper Mini. It's lightweight, and the performance is just great. It kinda has the same glide with the Model O. The thing I loved about it was it fit perfectly with my small hands. I expected the Model O- to be a similar size, but it's actually slightly larger. Anyway, both mice are excellent for their price point and perform well for tasks like editing and playing video games. While neither will magically improve your aim, They're both great choices if you're looking for a gaming mouse. This brings us to my mousepad. I got this from a brand named MacVet. They not only sell cool looking mousepads, but also some custom coasters. I went with their plain black mousepad with a rough uncoated surface, which they claim has more mouse slide and control. And fair enough, it has a smooth texture and a pretty good mouse glide. It also has an anti-slip rubber to keep it in place, and it's suitable for sweaty hands. Overall, it feels nice and premium. It doesn't have that strong rubber smell. Next, we have the camera. I just randomly bought this for 700 plus pesos, and it's pretty good for the price. Video quality is 720p and has okay exposure. It's nothing special, but gets the job done. It also has a mic, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, just buy a mic.
Speaking of mics, this next one I would highly recommend. This is the Razer Siren Mini, which I also got as a present from a friend. Are you starting to see why it's a $0 setup now? My friend does a lot of great tech reviews, so I get a lot of free stuff from him. So check out his channel, and I know it would be worth your time. Back to the mic, it not only sounds great, but it's also pretty affordable. One thing I noticed about this mic is you have to speak at the right angle or it won't pick up your voice that much. My friend said it could even be on par with other high-end microphones. I don't know much about mics, so okay. For my headset, I have the HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. It's been an excellent choice for gaming or listening to music and watching movies. It's comfortable to use and offers up to 30 hours of battery life. It also has a reliable 2.4 GHz wireless connection and a range of up to 20 meters. This means I can grab a drink and still hear if people talk shit when I die in game. The microphone on this one is fantastic, featuring built-in noise cancellation, and the on-ear controls makes it easy to adjust the volume and mute the mic. However, after 3 to 4 years, the battery has died, making wireless use impossible, and the mic and volume controls have started to not work at all. Still, 3 to 4 years is a pretty good run, I guess. And lastly, there's my Xiaomi light bar, the savior of my eyes. I prefer working in the dark because it helps me focus, and this light bar significantly reduces eye strain. It offers both cool and warm tones, all controlled by this dial. It's a perfect addition to my setup, providing customizable lighting with ease. So that's my setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!